Hello student, our today's topic is properties of angle formed by two parallel lines and a transversal. Okay, in that first we will see the property of corresponding angles. So if you look at this diagram, I have written some that information about that diagram. Line PQ is parallel to line RS, that means that PQ line is parallel to RS, and line AB is a transversal. AB is a transversal line, and that M and N, these are point of intersection of that transversal to the parallel lines. Okay, now if you carefully look, I have written some corresponding angle, all corresponding angle pairs. Okay, so in that first pair is angle AMP and angle AMNR. Look here, angle AMP, that means this angle, and angle MNR, this one. These two angles are corresponding angles of each other, and the property of that angle is they are congruent to each other. Okay, look here, this sign is a congruent sign. Okay, you must have know that sign. So angle AMP and angle MNR are congruent to each other. Similarly, angle PMN, okay, angle PMN, that means this angle, and angle RNB, this angle, that means these two angles are also congruent to each other, and these are corresponding pair. Similarly, if you look at the angle AMQ, that means this one is corresponding to angle MNS, this one. Okay, and this angle, corresponding angle, is also congruent. Similarly, last one also QMN, this one, these two angles are also congruent to each other. So the property of corresponding angles is they are congruent to each other. Okay, they are congruent, that means they have same measurement. Okay, so our next topic is properties of alternate angles. Okay, now if you look at this diagram, I have written some alternate angles. In that alternate angle we have two parts, interior alternate angle and exterior alternate angle. So if you look at that interior alternate angle, that means that angle PMN, this angle is interior, that angle is corresponding with that angle, interior angle is alternate with the angle this one. Okay, so PMN and MNS, these two angles are interior alternate angle. Now the property of that interior angle is they are also congruent to each other, that means whatever will be the measurement of that angle, that will be same for this angle also. And the second pair is angle QMN, that means this angle is corresponding to congruent to this angle MNR, that means these two angles are also congruent to each other, that means they also have same measurement. Now similarly for exterior angle also, this angle is exterior to this one, and this angle is exterior to this one. So these two angles also have same measurement, that means they are congruent to each other. Okay, so the property of alternate angles is they are congruent to each other. Okay, so our third pair of angle is property of interior angles. Okay, so if you look at this diagram, angle PMN, this angle, and angle MNR, that means this angle, these two angles are interior angle. I have written PMN and MNR. Now the property of that interior angle is they are supplementary of each other. Okay, that means the measurement of that angle is addition of sum of measurement of this angle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so I have written here measurement of angle PMN plus measurement of angle MNR, which is equal to 180 degree. So this is the property of that interior angle. Similarly here also on right hand side also angle QMN, that means this angle, and angle MNS, this angle, these two angles are also interior angles. Okay, and same property will apply here also, they are also supplementary, that means measurement of that angle is equal to 180 degree, that means addition of that two angles, addition of measurement of that two angles is 180 degree. Okay, so now we will see some examples. So our example number 1 is, look here, in the adjoining figure, line AB is parallel to line PQ and line MN, line LM is a transversal. Okay, and the measurement of angle MNQ, that means that angle MNQ is given, which is 70 degree, and we have to find the measurement of angle AON, that means this angle we have to find, measurement of this angle we have to find, measurement of this angle is given. So now we will solve that example. Now whatever properties we have seen of that corresponding that angle of the parallel line, we will use that all properties. So look here, as measurement of angle MNQ is equal to 70 degree, therefore measurement of angle NOB is also 70 degree. Look here, the measurement of angle MNQ is 70 degree, therefore measurement of angle MNOB, that means this angle will also be 70 degree. Why? Because they are corresponding angles of each other. Okay, we have to write reason as well. Corresponding angles. Okay, in bracket always we always have to write reason. So therefore we got measurement of angle NOB as a 70 degree. Now if you look at this angle NOB and angle AON, that means these two angles. These two angles are angles in a linear pair. Okay, and we know the property of angle in a linear pair that they are supplementary. Therefore measurement of angle AON plus measurement of angle NOB, which is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because they are angles in linear pair. They are angle in a linear pair. Okay. Now we know the measurement of angle NOB, that we will put here. Okay. Therefore measurement of AON we don't know, that is why we will write as it is. So measurement of angle AON plus we know the measurement of NOB, which is 70 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. Therefore that 70 degree will go to the right hand side, it will become negative. Measurement of angle AON is equal to 180 degree minus 70 degree, which is equal to 110. Okay, so we got the measurement of AON as a 110 degree. Therefore measurement of angle AON is equal to 110 degree. That is what we have to find. Okay, this is how we have to solve that example. This example you can solve by several methods, but this is one of the method. You can solve by any method, but while solving that example, you always have to write the proper reason why that angle is having that much measurement. Okay, that proper reason you need to write every time. So this is our second example. Our example is in the adjoining figure, line M. That line M is a parallel. So look here, this is our second example, and the question is, in the adjoining figure, line M is parallel to line N. That is, that line M is parallel to N, and line L is a transversal of that. At the point of intersection, there are total 8 angles they have given. Okay, and some measurements are given. That means measurement of angle B. That means this angle. Measurement of this angle is given, which is x plus 15 degree, and measurement of angle E. That means this angle is given, which is 2x plus 15 degree. Okay, and we have to find the value of x. Okay, why we have to find? Look here. The measurement of that angles are given in a variable, okay, in the form of variable, and we have to find the value of that variable x. Okay, for that we need to use that relations, okay, that properties of corresponding angle in linear pair. Okay, so we will solve that example. So look here, the measurement of angle E is given. Okay, look here, that angle E. If you carefully look at this diagram, that angle E is corresponding to angle A. Okay, look here, that angle E congruent to angle A. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. Therefore measurement of angle A is also equal to 2x plus 15 degree. Okay, as these two angles are congruent, that means their measurement will be same. Therefore measurement of angle A is equal to 2x plus 15 degree. So here we got the measurement of this angle, and this measurement we have already, that is measurement of angle B is x plus 15, and if we carefully look at these two angles, that means angle B and angle A, they are angle in a linear pair, and we know the property of angle in a linear pair, that means they are supplementary. Therefore measurement of angle B plus measurement of angle A is equal to 180 degree, and we have to write reason, that means angles in linear pair. Okay, these two angles are angle in linear pair. We know the measurement of both angles. That means first measurement is measurement of angle B is x plus 15 and the measurement of angle A we just now got, which is 2x plus 15, and the addition of that is equal to 180 degree. Now we have to find the value of x. Okay, look here, this is x plus 15 plus 2x plus 15, which is equal to 180 degree. Now x plus 2x will be 3x, and 15 plus this 15 will become 30, which is equal to 180 degree. Okay, now that 30 will go to the right hand side, it will become negative. So 3x will be equal to 180 minus 30. That 30 we have shifted to the right hand side. Therefore 3x will be equal to 180 minus 30 will be 150. Now we have to find the value of x. So we will shift that 3 to the right hand side. So as 3 is multiplication, whenever it will go to the right hand side, it will become division. So x will be equal to 150 divided by 3. We know the table of 3, 3 1 is 3, 3 5 is 15. So here you will get value of x as a 50. That is what we have to find. Find the value of x. Here we got the value of x as a 50. Okay, that is how we have to solve that example. So practice set 2.2 is your homework, and the questions I will set in our group. Okay.